I know what you're thinking. You've been trading for quite some time. You've watched so many videos and you're still confused. Basically, you're still losing and you're still not making it in the financial markets. In this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step way that you can trade the one candlestick strategy using CRT models and in combination with other techniques that is going to help you in your trading. Please watch this video from the beginning to the end and don't skip any part of it. Comment down below with your concerns and your questions, and also let me know how you are using the strategy so that I can see if you're actually implementing what you're learning. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Let's go onto the screen and let me show you how you can trade more successfully using the one candlestick strategy in combination with CRT models. I believe this is going to be helpful to you if you understand all the concepts that I'm going to be showing you in this video. Thank you guys for your continuous support. Now let's go onto the screen. Let's get started. All right guys, so we are here on the charts. Now follow me step by step guys, and you will be among these people who are always sending me their testimonials saying the strategy has changed their lives, the strategy has made them more profitable, right? If you want to be among those people, please try to follow the steps that I'm showing you here, and you could be among those people who are actually seeing the benefits of trading this strategy. Remember guys, when I'm showing you this, don't take this as financial advice. It's me just sharing with you the value that I have learned over the years and the strategies that I have developed over the years to help myself become profitable. After so many years of losing, these same steps that I'm showing you and the strategies I'm showing you right here are the ones that have helped me actually become a more stable trader in terms of profitability. Now, there is no guarantee that you are going to become a millionaire overnight or you're going to become a billionaire overnight. There is no such thing as a guarantee when it comes to trading, right? But what I can promise you is this: if you can learn how to implement this strategy correctly and also manage your risk appropriately, you are going to see a drastic change in your results. Guys, just make sure you follow the steps that I'm showing you right here, and you'll be on your way to seeing better results in your trading career. So this strategy right here, it is based on liquidity and the CRT formation, or what we call the candle range theory, right? So this theory tries to show us how reversals happen in the market based on liquidity. Now we know that in the market there is what we call manipulation, accumulation, and distribution, right? The AMD pattern, right? Accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. So your work as a trader is to try and find the distribution phase of the market. This phase right here. This is the phase in which you want to trade. The manipulation phase is the phase you want to avoid. The accumulation phase is the phase also that you want to avoid, because the accumulation phase is when the big players are trying to accumulate orders in the market in order to move the market in a certain direction. So here you cannot know where the market is going to go during the accumulation phase. During the manipulation phase, most of the traders are caught up on the wrong side of the market. But during the distribution phase, the market moves in momentum to one direction, right? So you want to get involved during the distribution phase. The phase between distribution and manipulation, this phase in between, is what you want to get involved in. That will give you much better results. Now, accumulation, manipulation, and distribution can happen on one candle, right? It can happen on one candle, like this bullish candle here in itself can have accumulation, manipulation, and distribution within just one candle here. Okay, so how does this happen? It can happen in this style, right? We can have the market accumulating positions near its open. Here, when the market opens, it can start creating accumulation near the open, and then it manipulates using the wick. This wick can be its manipulation, it shows that it is going down, because by the time this wick is being created, the market is showing a red candle here. When the market is pushing down to create this wick, this candle here is not green, it's red at that point. So it's creating a manipulation, tricking traders to think that the market is going to go bearish, then it reverses and goes bullish by distributing to create that candle's body. This whole body here is a distribution phase. So you want to be involved in the market during the phase between manipulation and distribution. So inside that zone between manipulation and distribution, that's where you want to get your entries within the next candle, right? So this can happen on one candle, but it can also happen on two separate candles. Like for example, this is a CRT model, meaning for a CRT model to happen, you want to see a red candle. For a bullish reversal, you need a red candle, and then you want to see the next bullish candle, this one, creating a low that clears the low of that red candle but closes bullish. This forms a CRT model. Now this red candle's low has liquidity below it, so this green candle creates a liquidity grab below this candle's low and then creates a bullish reversal like that. So for this CRT model, the market creates an accumulation within this whole candle here, will be accumulating. The whole candle will be creating an accumulation like this, and then the next candle here will create the manipulation. As you can see, it creates the manipulation, which is this liquidity grab here, and then it distributes through that candle. So you can have two candles creating the AMD pattern, and you can also have one candle creating the AMD pattern. Now, how do we trade the AMD pattern? Using the CRT model right here. So you can trade it in this way. For example, here you will mark this candle once it has closed, mark its close like that, and also mark its low at the low, because the low is is creating a manipulation zone or manipulation area. That's why we mark the low, right? So that space between those two lines is called a tradable zone, and I usually like to mark it with the color purple. Yeah, purple. So that candle there, that area there, becomes a manipulation zone, and that zone you can use it to get your entries on the next candle that opens, right? So in this case, for the one candle, if you're just trading one candle, you mark like this and then mark the low like that at the bottom, something like this, right? And then this space, this zone, you put it right here like this, and then wait for the next candle to pull back inside of that zone for you to trade. Now, why do we have to wait for the next candle to pull back? It's because when you wait for the next candle to pull back, it means it is pulling back into the distribution zone of the previous candle. This candle that you're marking here, it has a distribution zone in its body, all right? In its body, that is a distribution zone. Now, the distribution zone has something like this. This is how it appears. For example, let me just draw you an illustration of this candle. For example, this candle opens here at the low, and then it does something like this, like that, and then it goes down to create this wick here, or create a manipulation, right? And then it starts to create a distribution zone, which creates this entire body here that you're seeing here. It's created during the distribution phase of the market, and at that point the market is moving faster and it has more volume. Yeah, it goes up, creates that wick, and then closes at the top like this. So there is a lot of volume within the body of the candle as compared to the wicks. That is if this candle is a full body candle like this, right? So here we have the accumulation phase, manipulation, then distribution through this body of the candle. Now, the reason why we wait for the market on the next candle to come back down into this zone is because as this market is going up, it is leaving areas of demand. It's leaving areas of demand like this, something like this. It's leaving these areas behind, which create liquidity pools as it is going up, right? So the market usually will come back to those areas. That is why we wait for a pullback. Like on the next candle, you want to wait for the market to pull back either to this demand area here or below the moving average. If you don't want to use demand and supply, you wait for it to pull back down below the moving average. For example, if you put a 20-period moving average, wait for the price to pull back below the moving average, and then the next break above the moving average, that is when you start taking your trades, right? You take your trades after a break of this moving average on a lower time frame. Then you can enter maybe a trade like here, and then you put your stop loss at the previous low within that previous candle's levels of structure, and then you target a 1 to 2, something like this. This is what you're going to be looking at while you are trading this strategy. Now, this same concept here, apply it to the CRT model right here. This green candle here, you mark it as tradable zone and then wait for this kind of a pullback on a lower time frame. So let me just show you guys this in real time so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. So we will see that there is a market going down here. We have a red candle here, and then we see that this next green candle clears that candle's low. You can see here, this green candle clears this red candle's low. So we mark this green candle using the one candlestick strategy markings, right? You mark it here, mark its close, and mark its low at the bottom here like this, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to put a tradable zone here like this, right? Tradable zone there. So you're going to wait for this next candle, this green candle here, to pull back inside of this zone for you to take a buy trade. Assume this one has not printed. You want to go on a lower time frame, which is going to be the 5-minute chart. We can see here on the 5-minute chart that this market actually does pull back inside of this tradable zone. And also you can see that there is this line here. Let me just mark it and make it red. That line, that red line there, is a low of the previous red candle, this red line here. So you can see that there is a liquidity grab on this red candle's low by this green candle's low. Creates a liquidity grab below that candle. With these 2 wicks, you can see there are some 2 wicks here that go below that red line, and then the market starts reversing, going up. So this green line on top is the close of that green candle. It closes here, and then this pullback happens right here. You see this pullback? It happens inside of the zone, of the tradable zone. So all you're waiting for here is that pullback to complete, and then you look for candlestick formations within the tradable zone. Like here we have an engulfing green candle. You can enter your trade after this engulfing happens here, and then you can use this previous low here as your stop loss down here like this if you want to, and then you just target a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. In this case, right, you can target a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio like so, and then you can drag this out into the future and just wait for this trade to play out. All right, you can just drag it out to the future like so. As you can see that this trade goes on and wins. Yeah, that is using candlestick patterns, right? You can also use the moving average. If you want to use the moving average, you can also use the moving average here, though the moving average sometimes may not give you like a very strong pullback. Like you can see here, we had a pullback. If we put the moving average, we had the market close below the moving average, and it's actually the same entry. If you use the moving average, you get the same entry, as you can see right here. So you just keep on doing this. Make sure you're looking for those exact patterns, exact entry criteria as I've shown you, and you'll be on your way to seeing a big change in your trading. This strategy is so simple that if you apply it, you're going to see a drastic change in how you trade. I don't know why you guys like complicating everything. You want to say, okay, there's a fair value gap here, there's this and that there, there's a breaker block here, you're adding ICT here, you're adding SMC, you're doing all sorts of things. The more you start adding those things and complicating your trading, the more it is actually going to be very difficult for you to find entries. But the simpler you make this strategy, the better it is going to be for you. So please use this strategy according to the rules I've shared with you here, and don't keep on changing those rules, right? Just follow these rules systematically and you'll see a very big change in your trading career, right? I believe that this is going to be valuable for you guys. I've not done a bar replay here because there's no need of me doing a bar replay here. It's just a simple explanation that is easy for you guys to be able to understand, right? This strategy here is responsible for all the payouts that you guys have seen me doing. And I have recently recorded a video showing you guys a series that I'm doing for Hola Prime. If you've not watched that video, go and watch that video. It will show you even more about these entries, me taking these trades with the live market, right? I'm up about 3% on that 10K challenge for Hola Prime at the moment, just using this strategy right here. So I believe this strategy will also help you to become profitable. Use it and trade according to the rules. Manage your risk and don't over risk, right? Stay in the market for long enough for you to see profitability. Guys, don't want to take so much time. Please give this video a like. If you've not liked it, give it a like, guys. It will really help out this video to reach many more people. Also subscribe to the channel, guys. Let's reach 50,000 subscribers, guys. This year is almost coming to an end. Let us at least reach 50,000 subscribers on YouTube so that we can all push together. I appreciate your continued support, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace and out.